This video is not so much about investing or markets. It is about things which you wish were not happening in the world. So, geopolitics in the abstract sounds kind of remote, but certain things seem to be fundamentally changing in the world, and I hope at least that things don't go down further from here, because some of the arguments you are hearing now, that in so and so country the leadership was not legitimate or not doing the right thing, and for any change you can't rely on the country and its people, that you need outside intervention, you need outsiders to take control of a country's resources. These are things one heard of in history, in colonial history in particular, and as Indians, all of us have heard of it, how in certain states in India also rulers were deposed from Jhansi to Awadh. There are so many stories like that. To hear it in modern times is scary. So now you are talking about kind of the imperial or colonial template with 21st century weapons. So it is certainly a destabilizing force in the world. And in addition to that, I mean, what I'm a little fearful about is that now the generation who had lived through World War II is gone, either from the earth or at least not active anymore. And so we don't have people who have actually seen their family and friends killed in front of their eyes or blown to bits. So for us it is only a number in the history textbooks that 8 crore people or 80 million people died in World War II, and 2/3 of them were civilians, and these are just the deaths. So besides that, there are the injuries and the people who were wounded or paralyzed, and plus for each person who was affected there is also their parents, the spouse, the partner, the children, the friends. So many people in the world affected. And remember, the population was a lot lower then, so 3% of the population of the world was killed, and that to remember, not every country was involved in the conflict. So of the countries involved, the percentage was far higher. So I hope we do not forget the lessons of history. So it is a slightly sobering time, and in practical terms I would also like to remind people that a lot of the gold that belongs to various countries and various central banks around the world is physically sitting in New York. So now everything has become a risk. And even for countries where it is elsewhere, let us say in the UK, we've seen the case of Venezuela, even that can be confiscated. So there are many more moving parts. Multilateral agencies obviously are not proving to be effective. Even earlier also, even if you were not able to have kind of enforceable orders, having multilateral organizations put a kind of break to what was acceptable behavior or acceptable statements, and that kind of barrier going away is never a good thing. So these are my concerns sitting here today, and I hope things are a lot better than what I worry where they can go.